Hey campers, good morning to you. It is 1:34 in the morning on Thursday, April 23rd. I am here at work, like usual. I'm here with Shayna. Shayna says that she can sing opera and better than Christina Aguilera. So we're gonna put her on camera.
The same as Christina Aguilera.
All right, I want to hear something. You're on camera now.
But I need her song and I don't have it. That's the problem. We need it here. Turn that off for a second.
Okay.
Because we need to get a song.
Sure. She's finding a song. Give me a minute. Good morning again, campers. Hey, so it's 10 minutes to 7. Something scary just happened. I'm gonna pull out on this road, but you know this busy road here that we live right by, right? That's the busy road. So I got home from work. I changed, and I woke up Monica, or I guess she kind of woke up herself at like 15 till, or more like 20 till. And I said, hey, don't forget, you got to follow me down. I got to drop my car off. She said, oh, okay. And she was going to bring the dog. And so I'm getting my shoes on. I got one shoe on, and she opens the door, and there were two deer. Two full-size deer that were standing right in front of our place. And when she had opened the door, the dog had run out and chased the deer. And the deer ran all the way out and across that main road. Everybody's doing like 50 miles an hour. And he chased him across the road. And she saw that last second, and she tried to chase him, and I didn't know what was going on. And so I'm like hobbling out there with one shoe on and one sock on, and I'm running out there. I'm like, where are you going? What's happening? What's happening? And she's just yelling, cinnamon, cinnamon. And I was like, oh, good God, please tell me he did not go out on that road, because years ago when we first moved there were two deer that were standing right there. They were standing in front of our place, and I was like, whoa, how pretty, how awesome is that? And I took my camera out, and on my, not my camera, but it was my phone, and I was filming them. And then all of a sudden they ran off, and they ran out, and as I'm filming them, I go, oh God, they went out into that main street. I hope they don't get, and as soon as I said hit, I heard thump. And sure enough, a car hit one, and I ran out there real quick, and the guy had pulled over, and the only thing we could do was literally just drag him off the main road there, because he hit him really hard and killed him. I mean, he maimed him. He wasn't dead at the moment, but the deer was pretty maimed. So that's the only thing that went through my mind was, oh my God, our dog, he's going to be gone. And next thing I know, she comes walking up, and she's got him in her arms. And she's really ticked off at him. And I go, you know, he's a dog. He's a hunter, gatherer. I don't know if he's a gatherer, but he's a hunter, you know, that kind of a dog. And he chases, and he chased the deer out into the main road there. And thank God there were no cars coming. Oh my God. So needless to say, she's upset, and he's scared. You know, he doesn't know what's going on. What a fine way to start my day. It's all 6:55 in the morning. Geez, and I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. It's my Friday. I don't think we're gonna catch this light. Hey, this looks familiar to, nope, didn't think so. Very familiar to yesterday. So yeah, that's what's happened so far. We're gonna drop this car off, and I'll go home and go to bed, and then I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, bye. All right. First one's here. First one's here. Vacation. All right. Well, I don't know if we're the first ones here, but we are here. Christian Brothers. And I think I'll probably just please pull forward and leave it here. All right, I'll just leave it here. No, I'll walk in. I'll definitely walk in. Okie doke. There it is. Bye. Get fixed, please. All right, I'm not going to film because I know she's going to be upset. Good afternoon, campers. How are you? It is, what time is it currently? It's 2:50. I was so tired. I came back and I went to sleep at, whatever time was it? I think 7:15. and I did not wake up until about 1:30. Oh my God. Absolutely exhausted today. I don't know why. Just toss some trash here. There it goes. So, well, first, let's do our weather. Let's do our weather here at 10 minutes to 3. Let's see. Weather.
It's 58 degrees and cloudy in Castle Rock.
Yep.
Currently
fire weather, red flag. Yeah, fire weather, red flag. 58. Doesn't feel like 58. You got some gray clouds, some snow on the mountains over there. I wouldn't say 58. I'd say more like, I'd say 63. So, anyway, you know, I'm not too happy, and I'll tell you why. I don't like car repair locations. As a matter of fact, they're here right now. Okay, this is them. This is them. Okay, I'm back in the car. I just rewatched what I had said. I don't know why I said I woke up at 1:30. I did not. I woke up at 2:15. Yeah, 2:15. That's why when I was like, as I was getting a ride over here, I was like, wait, did I say 1:30? No, it was 2:15. That was crazy that I slept that long. I'm absolutely exhausted. Anyway, my story here is, this is what I don't particularly care about car places. I'm sitting here in the car. So I was told before I had a bad wheel bearing, and that was the reason for the noise. Okay, set up an appointment for Wednesday. Didn't want to do Wednesday because I had other things, so I said, oh, let's move it to Thursday. So as you know, I dropped it off here this morning, and then I told the guy, hey, I work a graveyard shift, I'm going to bed. I said, if you leave any messages, I won't be able to get them till I wake up. So I obviously didn't wake up till 2:15 because I was so tired. And then he said, oh, did you get a chance to look at the assessment? And I said, no. And I said, was there something more I needed to do? Is it done? He goes, no, we hadn't gotten started yet because we needed your approval. I'm like, you haven't started? I'm like, approval for what? I was coming in for a wheel bearing. Oh, well, we were told that you needed an inspection. And I said, well, it was a courteous, I think it's courteous inspection. I can't remember. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. And I said, I think so. Was that on top of it? And he says, well, we normally do that. And I said, okay. And well, what's going on? He goes, well, we noticed that it's the tie rod, and it's this, and it's this, and it's not so much the wheel bearing that's causing you the noise. Although the wheel bearing could be replaced, but that's not the issue for the noise. I said, oh. He said, it was noted here that you were curious about the noise. And I said, well, yeah, it makes a lot of noise. Okay, well, yeah, that's the tie rod, it's this, it's a bunch of other things. And I go, okay, well, what are we doing today then? Well, I guess that just depends on you, sir. I said, I'm gonna need my car. He said, well, we can get started right away. I said, okay, well, I'm just curious, how much is this going to cost me? If we're not doing the wheel bearing, like you say, it's not so much the wheel bearing, that it's the tie rods and all the other junk. He said, total would be $1,800 and blah. And I go, okay, stop. We're buying a house within the next week. We need all the money we can. All the money we can. I was expected to pay $500 today, and that was a little more than I wanted to spend. I go, but I'm not spending $1,800 today. Nope, not doing it. And he said, oh, okay. What do you want to do right now then? And I go, can I get picked up? He said, oh, you don't want anything done? I said, no, nothing. Just come pick me up. So I'm in my car with nothing done. I saved $1,800 today. We need all the money we can. We're trying to get 20% down on a house. And we need like every penny. Which is why I'm glad I didn't spend $350 on a box of basketball cards. God, stupid, man. Think, dude, think. Anyway, I mean, I guess I was thinking because if I bought it, I could turn around and sell it for $1,000 and make some money, but sometimes it doesn't always work that way. You know, supply and demand. Right now there's demand. Before you know it, maybe there's no demand. Well, there's definitely no supply. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's 3:05. I got to get back home. Got to go pick up Elizabeth. Dishes and trash and normal everyday life. It's a daily vlog. All right, and it's hot in this car, even though it's apparently only 58. Look at it. This says it's 38. Hello? That's not right. That's not right. All right, so this is how our day's going. Fantastic. And I gotta go, actually I gotta go get gas because I need a full tank of gas to get up to Wyoming tomorrow. Hey, let's hope all these tie rod thingies hold tight on a trip up there. All right, bye guys. There's some police activity here just now. There goes police, and then there's a guy behind me too. So I don't know what's happening. All right, I'm going to pick up Elizabeth. I can already tell. Do you know how like a day will just kind of go off the rails? So the car thing. Then I heard the other day that gas is going to be going down in price. I was like, oh, fantastic. I had to get gas because I'm driving up to Wyoming tomorrow. Gas went up. I mean, the cheap place is Sam's Club, and that it was $4. And I was like, wait, what? I thought it was going down. It's going up? And then on top of it, I just checked my mail, and I had bought a box of baseball, which was rather expensive. And I even wrote a little note, hey, make sure you wrap it really good so the box doesn't get crushed. I collect unopened boxes. Effing box is crushed. And I'm thinking about it. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same box that I purchased, which I can prove because Topps, they put these little logos when they wrap the box, and you can always tell if somebody mails you one that's similar but not the same, as you can match up to where the logos are on the box. And I've returned stuff like that and said, it's not the same one. I'm buying what's in the picture, and that's not the same one. So I have to double check that and make sure. But man, is that how this day's gonna go? Hopefully I can pick up Elizabeth over here, and all will be well. I'm crossing fingers. All right, there she is. She's coming. Do you see her? I see her in the mirror. Oh man, oh man, oh yeah, oh yeah. There she comes. All right, so here's what I'm talking about with the box. Most guys, when I ask them nicely, hey, can you ship it, you know, wrap it in bubble wrap, put it in a box, they put it in this bag. First of all, it was wrapped in this, and then they put it in this bag, and then they put it in this bag, and then they put it in this bag. Guys, do you see what this is? Yeah, that can get crushed. That's not in a box. And as I looked online, it's the exact same box. Yep, this logo is there, this logo is there, this logo is there, this one is here. So it's the exact same box, but it is crushed. It is absolutely crushed, and to me it's worthless. Worthless. $193. I told them, put it in a box. I collect unopened boxes. It's worthless because it's crushed. Look. It's crushed. That's the reason why. Okay, they're getting a negative review. And they've actually got a YouTube channel. I'm going to tag them in this. Ridiculous. I hope you guys see it. And you understand when somebody asks you kindly, hey, I worked for the post office. I know how packages are thrown around all day long. I mean, they're thrown. We used to throw them. Well, not me personally. I never threw them. But I had seen guys that would just throw packages. You're telling me that you pack this in here? That's not going to get crushed? Yeah, it's crushed. I'm not happy. Not happy. It's just one of those days. And my neck is stiff. Can you tell that I'm doing this thing? It's stiff. I slept on it funny. It is stiff. What am I titling this today? Another frustrating day. Some days are frustrating. Some are amazing. Man. And I'm looking at a pile of dishes in the sink that nobody did. Trash that's overflowing. And I feel like it's all my responsibility to get this stuff done. Because nobody else is going to do it. We'll see in a bit. Alright guys, I've come out here to end my vlog on this Beautiful, amazing sunset, like always. It doesn't show up. That's so weird that you can't see that. Because there's like these little tiny, there's a cloud there, cloud there, cloud there, cloud there, and the sun's behind it. So it just looks amazing. But you can't see that very well. That's wacky. That is just wacky. Anyway, it's kind of cool out here. Let's see what we're looking at. Weather.
It's 51 degrees and mostly sunny in Castle Rock.
Okay.
There's currently a red flag.
Yeah.
Fire weather warning in effect.
I know. It's 7:39. So as far as the box is concerned, I sent a message to the seller, and he apologized all over the place. He's like, man, I think he blamed it on his shipper. He goes, yeah, my shipper should know better than that. What box was it shipped in? I go, it wasn't shipped in a box. It was just shipped in a bubble mailer. He's like, yikes. He goes, yeah, ship it back. You'll get your money back, and it looks like I'll be opening that. Hold on. I see fuzz on there. He says, it looks like I'll be opening that box myself. I said, I'm sorry, but at least I'll get my money back. Yeah, 193. Yikes. But they don't, it's 2015. They don't make them anymore. Oh, damn. And the only other ones that are on there are like 250. I'm not buying that yet. Not yet. Anyway, I'm filling out information right now on the house stuff. You know, this is like the 5th time I've done this. We've gone through so many different like lender people. It's really annoying. I don't want to do it anymore. I just fill out, hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Well, how much you make here? Well, what do you got here? How much money do you have here? I'm tired of it. But other than that, okay, so I'm gonna end this, but before I end it, happy anniversary to YouTube. It started today, on today's date, in 2005. It was Javed Karim, and he was at the San Diego Zoo. It's an 18-second video just called or titled Me at the Zoo. You have to thank Javed for that and his partners for starting this platform. I love it, and I'll never get off of it. So I'm going to add that quick 18-second clip right here, right at the end, and then I'll say goodbye. So here it is.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. Cool thing about these guys is that they have really, really, really long fronts, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
So there you go, guys. That's it. 18 seconds. And that was the very first YouTube video, if you hadn't seen it. If you had, well, you got to see it again. All right, guys. There it is. And here's this face. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm driving up to Wyoming to see the big boy again. But I'm going to get better shots this time. I hope. Cross your fingers. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace out.